but we're all broke and
I
have
would
no
be,
time right now.
If
So
we
hey.
had Friendsgiving, I would be Monica. I don't know who you would
Wait,
be.
no, just like Timmy, that's for friends.
I know, but you say Friendsgiving and I think friends.
I'd be Phoebe, let's be
Yeah,
honest.
you would totally be Phoebe.
You would be Phoebe, I would be Monica, and you would be somebody.
Chandler.
No!
At least she's not wrong. Hi guys, this is Wannabe YouTuber, and welcome to today's bonus video in my Fall Favorites Week with Wannabe YouTuber series. Today I have my roommates Caitlin and Diana, and in today's episode we're going to be talking about how to survive Thanksgiving with your family and friends, because as we all know, nobody's perfect.
As Hannah Montana once said.
Please don't sing.
I would sing the song, but you're welcome.
And so today we're going to be talking about our own experiences with family issues, awkward situations, and tips and advice to avoid those situations and have a good time during the holiday season.
Especially for those certain pesky questions like your relationship status, especially if you're always single or just broke up.
Every year.
Not fun.
Every year.
How to avoid or make those family members shut up who like to talk about politics and religion, aka what no family should ever talk about because it tears us apart, guys. Don't do it. Bad idea. And most importantly, how to get yourself out of like difficult and tense situations so you keep your stress level down and nothing escalates to bad situations, because that's not how you want to spend your family Thanksgiving.
That's not what Thanksgiving is about. We should be grateful and thankful for our family and friends instead of being really anxious about going home or embarrassing the hell out of yourself.
And if you're not celebrating with your family, that's okay. You can use these tips on your friends when you have a Friendsgiving.
Because sometimes even things with your friends can get awkward, like
Because they are your family.
they're your
They're your family.
Your family, friends,
You're
family.
They're your family by choice.
What does that say about your choices?
Well,
Make good choices!
Anywho, let's get started. Okay, to start us off, Diana's going to talk about our first topic.
Diana?
She is.
Of course she is. Because you're the tallest and you're in the middle, so you go first.
That's why you are a tall person. You don't want to go
I
first.
can't control it. Oh boy. Okay, so our first tip, and this is one that my family deals with all the time, is how to deal with those awkward, touchy subjects that people don't like to talk about or shouldn't talk about, yet they always do. Politics and religion. I come from a family of crazy, intellectual, awkward as crap people who are still totally awesome, and I love my family, but some of them like to purposely poke at other people with the topics that they know will get a rise and a great argument out of them. So what I like to do, because I always have to be in control of the one person who likes to do it, thanks Mom for that.
Hi, Diana's mom.
Hi Mom, I love you. But I always like try to diffuse them and be like, hey, how about we bring it back to this, or how's school going, or something like that, because the person who likes to do this is still in school. So I like to bring it back to that because I don't like it when people disagree and argue. It makes me feel very uncomfortable and I often freak out. I also will bring up, oh hey, it's time for dessert, let's go cut the pie. It does like that.
Another really quick thing you can do is say, you know what, I can respect your opinion, because usually people do not know how to handle. They expect you to fight back. They expect you to fight back. When you say, I can respect your opinion, they don't know what to do with that sometimes.
You can say, I see where you're going with that, but I respectfully disagree. How about we move on to another topic?
That's what I was going to say, was diffuse the situation by totally bringing up something out of the blue. That's what works in my family. There's a lot of controversial subjects that get brought up, and the best way for me to diffuse the situation is either bring up something that's not related to the situation, a new topic like, hey, I heard that you guys are going to get married. Congratulations. How is that going? Bring up positive things to diffuse that situation, or you could just get up and leave.
I don't recommend that one as much because then they get really offended.
If you can get away from the situation, I would use it as a last-ditch effort, because in my family, sometimes things get really heated or really awkward, where no matter what you say, you're just going to piss that other person off, so you just go, okay, I have to go pee, or, oh, I think my mom's calling me, or, hey, look over there, and just ditch, because sometimes that works in my family.
Yeah, the classic, change subject and then run away. My personal favorite is Harvey Dent. Can we trust him and then run away? Because usually they're so confused, like, why are you asking me about Harvey Dent? It works a lot in our family because when my brother tries to bring talk to them. Like, I have one question for you though, Aggressive. Harvey Dent, can we trust him? And then I ran away and watched the Food Network because that's my thing.
Sometimes you can just be like, oh, I should go check on the kids, or I should go see if the kids are having a good time or something fun. If you have little nieces or nephews, if you have just other cousins, first cousins, second cousins, I have lots of those.
Yeah.
Or, sometimes getting up and moving and saying, I need to go talk to great aunt so-and-so because they're sitting all by themselves.
Yep, just try to find a way to bring a positive aspect into the situation or remove yourself from that really controversial subject if you can.
Yeah, don't escalate.
Don't
Yeah.
escalate.
Don't escalate.
Don't
My
argue.
family likes to escalate.
Yep, so does my family. So that's our first tip. Now we're going to move on to our second topic, which would be Caitlin's department.
The single Pringle question.
Definitely.
I have had a lot of experience with the next topic of how do you diffuse the awkward, so are you still single or are you seeing so-and-so? Because, every family member wants to know if you're sad and lonely, going to be that way forever.
They always want to get up in your business.
They want to get all up in your business, and
Because they care about you, which is sweet.
they care.
Yeah.
But also completely obnoxious.
And kind of scary. Like for me, I get anxious about going to my family reunions in July because everybody's there. I don't even know how many people I have in my family. I know I have over 50 people on my dad's side of the family, and we all get together. And when everybody gets together, it's always, hey, I thought you were dating this person. What happened? And that's awkward for me. So
And
how do you
something
handle
I've
this?
found that works is a lot of the time I try to bring logic into why I'm single. A lot of the time it's, I'm really trying to focus on my studies because I want to have a career. I really want to do this with my life, and I don't believe in forcing a relationship where there is one. I'm not going to go out and try to purposely find somebody just because I don't want to be alone forever. I would rather, find someone in my own time. So I'm not going to, force be like, well, I don't want to be single at Thanksgiving because I don't want Aunt, so-and-so to ask me if I'm single again. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of the time I just bring in a lot of logic, like, well, I'm really focusing on my studies. I don't have a lot of free time because I'm doing a lot of my homework and I'm trying to, figure out what I want to do with my life. And I know I do a lot of traveling in the summer because of the program I work for. So I also bring in the logic of, I devote my life to this program and then I spend 3 months doing this thing where I work with kids. And it's really hard to contact me because I'm so busy all summer. So it's not fair to start a relationship with someone when you're just going to leave suddenly. Or, it's just, it's not the right time. Like, I'll find someone, just not right now. I'm still young. I'm only in my 20s. Leave me alone.
Yeah, right.
Another good way to bring something up to kind of diffuse the situation, again, we talk about situational diffusion. Try to save yourself as much as you can.
Yeah.
You can bring up all the good things that are going on in your life. Besides that, be like, no, not right now, I don't. But, this summer I got to spend it in such and such a place. I got to go do this. I met some amazing kids, and I really think I impacted their life. This semester I worked with some kids doing whatever, or I worked with a lot of what we do works with kids. So that's what's important to our lives. But
I've gotten to spend a lot of time getting to know and hang out with my roommates and making friends and making sure my senior year, for example, is wonderful and amazing and fantastic.
And being the best person that you
And
can
being the best person that I can be, trying to enjoy my last few years of not being a real adult before I have to grow up and face the real world.
No,
Yeah.
let's just have a moment of silence.
anyway,
The best thing to do is not to get upset about it because they do care about you. They're worried about you.
Don't take it too personally, and that's very
It's hard.
hypocritical
It's
coming
very
from
hard to
me.
do.
But yeah, just what Caitlin and Diana were saying was my advice to you is don't take it too personally because they are saying these things because they care about you. If you have people in your life who, and you'll probably know who these people are because if they're your friends or family and you can't pick them, you pretty much know who these people are. If they really care about you, you'll know that they're only saying these things because they do care and they are concerned about you, or they just have a weird way of showing it. And don't feel like you have to please them. Like, don't be afraid to come to a family gathering or a friend gathering without someone next to you. Don't be afraid of
You
that.
own that single lady or man life.
And on a
Yes.
side note, if you do have a relationship, in my family, I am actually not allowed to bring my boyfriend of almost 3 years because they're very old guard, and it's, to them it means something completely different than it means to his family. So if you face the question of, oh, where's your significant other, like he does a lot of, where is she, we have separate family things that we have to attend to, and my family's a lot more spread out than his is. So it's as much as I would love to spend it with him. Like sometimes I can't. So if you have those questions, try to again diffuse it and bring in logic, bring as much thing without getting defensive, and still say no. I'm still talking to them. We're sending pictures because come on now, we totally all do.
Yeah.
Say hey, I'm having this for Thanksgiving, and have fun like that. And this is gonna be the third Thanksgiving. Sorry, honey. Love you that I've had to do this. And really
It's
sad.
alright.
But I love you, honey. But my boyfriend's a giant goofball too, so he'll think this is hilarious. But yeah, we face these questions. So if you have those questions too, it's again, do it with as much grace and politeness as you can. I'm big on kindness, so always be kind even when you don't feel like you should be kind, because maybe that person you're with is coming from a place where they don't want to be kind, because as my favorite quote says, be kind for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. They may be facing something they haven't told you yet, or you won't ever know, and they're just unfortunately taking it down on you. So try to do it with much grace and poise. I feel like an etiquette teacher.
You
as
know,
a kid.
And
it's good advice.
Yeah.
It is.
And if they keep bothering you about it, like they won't let it go, just sneakily avoid them for the rest of your interactions and talk to other people who won't judge you as much. You are strong and independent. You don't need another significant other if you don't want one. That's okay. You don't need one.
And
You do you.
You be you.
you shouldn't feel bad if you don't have a person like that in your life. And if anyone makes you feel that way, makes you feel guilty for not having someone at your side when you go to family gatherings or friend gatherings, you might want to reevaluate A, who your friends are, and B, what type of gatherings you go to. Now I understand that when holidays come around, you can't, in my family, if you're not at Christmas, you're dead to me. No.
No, wow.
Not really.
Let's
But
put you a little
it's-
quickly there.
holidays are a big thing in my family because we don't always get to see each other all the time because people are at school, people are all the way across the United States, whatever. Which is why my family reunions in July are such a huge deal when everybody gets together. It's a big thing. So if you feel like you have to go to these gatherings, the worst thing you can do is go into that situation with a bad attitude and expecting that you're not going to have a good time. So, yeah, my advice to you to wrap that up would be to think positively, bring up positive subjects, and avoid those toxic people that may have, the good intentions but have a really crappy way of showing it, or people who absolutely don't care about you at all, and you should just avoid them as best as you can.
Because you don't need that negativity in your life. You
No.
don't need that.
Speaking of awkward situations, we're going to bring it over to our third topic, which I'm going to start discussing, which is how to,
I was trying to frame you like
Yes,
that.
I was a little all up in my bubble.
and that is if you go through those two previous types of situations and none of the advice is working for you, I have some maybe non-practical ways to get the F out of that situation, get the hell out of Dodge. So, for example, I'm going to tell you guys a generic scenario that has happened in my family gatherings where I felt utterly trapped and I went and hid in the bathroom because I did not know what to do. So here's my advice to you. If you are faced with a situation where you are not having a good time, this person will not leave you alone, whether they are your friend or your family member. The best thing to do in that situation is if the positive thinking doesn't work, if the positive subject doesn't work, changing the subject doesn't work, or trying to excuse yourself doesn't work, I'm the type of person to say, well, I was nice to you, and I don't give any more fucks. I don't care. So I'm going to be mad at you. I'm going to be mean. Now, this is my personal...
This does not work in all
It
situations,
does not
friends.
work in all situations. Disclaimer, I'm
Disclaimer,
not an
not mine,
expert, but this works for me. My friends and family know that I get really angry, or if I feel really stressed out, you will be able to tell because I will start raising my voice, or I will have this flat expression on my face that will tell you to stop talking about this, or I'm going to leave. And if you keep me from leaving, it's your own fault. You've opened the gates of the beast. That's your fault.
You've opened the gates of hell, basically.
No, not that bad.
When did this turn into an episode of Supernatural?
I don't know. But basically,
You don't
to
open
keep
the
me
gates of hell,
from-
you're trying to shut the gates of hell.
to keep me from sounding scary,
Come on.
I'm a pretty easy go with the flow type of person, but if I feel trapped in a situation, I will lash out. but I won't do it initially. So, disclaimer, I know that biting people's heads off doesn't really work in all situations, and I'm not promoting it for every situation, but in my case, that is my advice to you is, when I say bite someone's head off, I mean if you have to be snarky or snap at someone for them to get the picture, and you can't physically remove yourself from that situation until they shut up or stop talking, just do it, finish that conversation, and remove yourself from the situation as quickly as you can. Alternatively,
Okay, if you don't want to actually yell at somebody, something I do a lot is I have what I like to call a buffer. Usually it's my mom or my brother or my dad because they are my biggest cheerleaders, my biggest fans. They support me in everything I do. And when people ask me about my relationship status, usually they're the first to come to my defense. So when people ask me the uncomfortable questions of, well, why are you still single? And they keep, badgering me about it, I usually go stand by my buffer person. They will chase me over there usually at that point. And they're like, come on, seriously, why didn't you answer my question? And my mom, my dad, and my brother will be there like, you know what, I support her for this. And, she's doing these amazing things. She doesn't need a man. She's fine. And they will be in my corner. So my advice is get a buffer person maybe, someone who has your back, is in your corner, knows you, and knows why you are doing the things you're doing. And will be like, you know what, you need to leave them alone because this person's amazing and I'm going to put you in your place. They'll go all mama bear like Kristen said.
yeah, they'll take on the bite.
They will take on the mama bear.
Yeah, so bite someone's head off, leave the situation, have a buffer person who will do that for you, or
as I've had to do since I was about 12, I think I really was 12 the first time I helped cook Thanksgiving, is distract yourself. If you know you have situations with your family that you're not comfortable in, or it just is really, really awkward, like a lot of me all the time, I busy myself cooking in the kitchen, helping out anything that needs help, setting the table, making sure my older relatives who are not as easily movable are happy, they have drinks, everyone's happy, it keeps it going, do some light casual conversation, ask them how it's going. So I do things like that. I keep myself busy. It's my way of reducing my stress, and I love making sure everyone else is okay. I'll do it before that. Another way to do it is keep yourself busy, make yourself happy. I love to cook, so it's one of my ways to make myself.
Can't talk
Yeah.
right now. Got it.
Guess to wrap this up, our thing, because Kristen's getting a little flustered here, is
the camera just fell.
The camera just tried to kill us all.
So we'll spare you guys this very long-winded story, and I'm
Sorry.
gonna edit all of this. But basically, to wrap this video up, we've given you guys a lot of advice. We've given you guys some of our own awkward situations, so you're not alone in this. And
Never
we
alone,
want to go out on a good note. So I think that we should talk about our favorite things about Thanksgiving or what we're thankful for. So Caitlin, why don't you start us
or
off?
both.
Okay. Well, Thanksgiving is actually my favorite holiday in the entire world because it's the holiday where you can eat as much as you want and people cannot judge you. You can wear your fat pants and people cannot judge you.
I'm the tiniest person sitting here.
I eat a lot.
Right?
I eat a lot.
I
But
can vouch because I cook.
But in all seriousness, the things I'm most thankful for are probably my family because they are my biggest cheerleaders ever. They are so supportive in everything I do, and even though I confuse the crap out of them half the time because I'm very weird, strange individual, they got my back, and I love them for it. And I'm also very thankful for my friends and the opportunity I've gotten to travel the world and work with great, amazing, wonderful kids.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess my favorite part of Thanksgiving is my family's flung across, sometimes even actually in other countries. I have an aunt who lives in Japan. So Thanksgiving for me is a time to see my family and not freeze my butt off as much as at Christmas, because this is Iowa, guys. And let's be real. And so for me, it's a nice time to see my cousins who live states and go to college away. So I love to see my family and friends and, actually in college now have a relaxing break because we get a long time and it's super nice.
We get like 2 weeks, right?
We get a week.
Oh.
You better be here.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
We get a week at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
She's going crazy. And what I'm thankful for this year, I have a lot of things to be thankful for. I have to be thankful for my very awesome parents and my older brother, my very loving boyfriend who has pushed me to go to do my best and do the things that I love and I'm passionate about, even if it means we sometimes aren't together. And physically, we're still. Don't worry. I have to thank
Distance.
Physical
distance. There we go. thank you guys for keeping me sane during the stressful times at college. I'm thankful for my friends and my roommates. Because while they may be insane and I may apparently get passive aggressive about something,
It happens. It happens.
Together forever.
Oh god, it's forever alone.
But even though those situations happen, we forgive each other.
We do. And I just, the ability to have good
We
health.
forgive each other.
And good health and happiness because, being happy and things like that.
And
And
things like
the
that.
ability to travel. There we go.
Erpa-derpa.
Spend this summer with this crazy one, so.
I'm a delight.
You are. I guess.
That's what I tell you.
I guess my biggest thing that I'm thankful for would have to be my support group, like my support network. My wonderful friends back home,
Aw.
and the ones here.
Yay!
Oh god, you're looking at me.
I know, but my wonderful support group. I love my friends. I love my family, and I miss everyone that I haven't really been talking to all that much because I am at university right now. Things are really tough. It's crunch time.
Is that where we
Is
are?
this real life?
Is this
But-
just fantasy?
No, we're not caught in a landslide yet.
No, it's
No,
not
it's not
escape from reality.
finals. It's not finals week. But basically, in all seriousness, the people that I really care about, I don't get to see all that often because I'm up at school all the time. So I'm really thankful for you guys back home and my viewers who have just now, started getting to know me, people who have really stuck with me, and people who I've met. I appreciate all of you for, not judging me because of the type of person that I am, and the people who have stuck with me despite knowing the type of person I am. And one of those people, besides my parents, because they're my parents, they have to love me, would have to be my big brother. And the biggest thing that I can be thankful for is this book. It is one of my brother's first works. 10 Windows. It's one of my brother's first published works, and he put his heart and soul into this project, and I read it every single day. No joke. I read it every single
She
freaking
snuggled
day.
it last
There's
night.
some
I
really
did.
cool artwork.
That's
in there.
really cool.
But I'm not doing a promotional thing here. I just want to read you the inscription, or I guess the little note that my brother put in here for me.
I cried when she
I
read
cried too, and I'm not a crier, so there you go.
I got this book because I supported my brother's Kickstarter, and he wrote this nice little message in here for me. It says, Kristen, you and I share a special bond, and I thank the universe every day for it. Yeah, I'm getting it right. Together we make amazing memories, and I always regret missed opportunities to be together. Life is always amazing. Keep the straight path and follow your heart in everything you do. Use this book as a symbol of my love for you. It could never have been created without your help. I love you, Kyle. So,
Wish my brother did things like that.
my biggest thing that I'm thankful for are moments like this, where people aren't afraid to tell other people how they feel, and that they're not afraid to feel that way. And I just want to say, happy holidays. I'm getting teary right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish
Yeah.
this up. So,
Happy Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Make good choices, as we always like to say in here. Have fun. Try to use it. Be kind to others. It is Thanksgiving. It's a time of giving thanks for things.
Everything.
Everything.
Being alive,
Being
having
alive.
friends, having family, you
'Cause
know.
I've lost some family in the past couple of years, so Thanksgiving for me is also a time to remember them. So remember those who can't be with you, or unfortunately were taken away from you sometimes too soon. So use this as fun. Don't let things get to you.
Yeah.
It's a small thing in the grand scale of your life. So don't let people hurt you. Be you. Be kind.
You do you, honey.
You do you. Just have fun and have a great Thanksgiving and make some beautiful memories with your family and friends, because we'll all probably have a billion stories for you afterwards. So I guess my ending is terrible, but also sorry for my terrible resting bitch face this entire video.
We're sorry.
We all have that problem.
Yeah.
It's my thinking face. Sorry, friends. But I guess we have to say
Thanks
Thanks.
for
Thanks
watching.
for watching.
And I sincerely hope that you guys were able to get something out of this advice. I hope it helped you, and if it didn't, at the very least, I hope it entertained you. 'Cause
be safe out there on those roads, friends.
Yes.
Make good choices. Please make good choices.
Don't drink and drive. Don't
Stay
drink
cool.
Stay in school. Don't
cool.
help out.
Subscribe to Kristen if you haven't already.
Yeah, and you get
And follow her on Twitter.
And you get to watch the weird. Yeah.
All that.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything will be listed in the description down below if you want to follow me, tweet me, or if you want to leave a comment down
Nobody
below.
wants to do that.
Why don't you leave a comment down below and tell us your favorite Thanksgiving memories, or if you have your own solutions or advice for dealing with awkward situations.
And
I'd
the
be
things
happy
you're
to read
thankful
them.
for.
And the things you're thankful for.
And help us decide which cast member of Friends I would be, because apparently I'm not one. So hey.
Because we've got Monica
Monica.
here. Monica Bing. And Phoebe.
So decide who I would be. So anyway, but I guess